Hey howdy YouTube, it's your boy Azin borrowing your system again to play Metaphor. I wanted to be a magic boy, so I'm going to be. I used items to fully level up my mage, and I was able to get a bunch of new abilities. It was the Magic Font and Magic Circle. I can now study Wizard, which is what I'm going to do.
I see. Fascinating.
The Wizard, this is the archetype in sense from Gallico's Way of
This
Life.
right here.
Of the Adept Scholar, a sorcerer who'd been strong.
All right.
7,200 mag. That's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I have it, so do it.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
And so be it. Be shared resolved. You heard voices of the past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength and greater still. If thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
Really?
So this is the power of the wizard soul. By this new magic, I swear I will change the world. I shall continue to brave the path forward for all those who suffer in this land. Yay.
New skills, new possibilities.
Let's see, what did... Oh, it branches off into two. Oh, rank 20 wizard. That's a lot of mag. And that one's also rank 20 wizard, but this one is something else. It has two requisites. Interesting. Skill inheritance. You would think that with it being the next step up, you would still have like Blizz, Cant, Candade, those type of moves that you learned from the previous class, right? Why does it do this to me? It kind of makes like this wasn't worth it. For now, I'll just go with electric because I'm a electric boy and see how that bolts for me. Hopefully I don't die. Stroll, am I happy currently with you learning Swordmaster? I mean, you're only 6 levels away, and then I can... What was it? I wanted you to then level this guy up, so then we can unlock the Brawler. Because I think you are our main damage dealer. Hulkenberg, I'm thinking that with you... Which one are you again? You're the Magic Knight. You only have 10 more levels to go. It's not that far. To me, I don't know how quick this game is, but to me that's relatively close-ish. I think it kind of makes sense to make her a commander, right? Because the commander has the abilities to like give us buffs. In Heisme, he is level 15, but he's mastered the Thief. What I want to do with him is make him a faker. So not only is he sneaky, sneaky, can shoot from afar, and support the team. I mean, he supports the team no matter what. He's nimble and quick. For me, I think my main focus is magic related. So I can't see myself being a faker to support my friends, but I think once I leveled the wizard up, I want to try to get to the magic seeker. I don't know how well this class is. Or maybe should I just go ahead and go for seeker, finish that off, because I'm technically squishy because of how I don't have that many spells, because my friendship with Gallica isn't that high. It's what, 3? Oh, I would be weaker too. I can always use items later on to evolve my Seeker and then get that class. That's also an option. Either Seeker or Healer. Healer makes more sense than Seeker. I am the Magic Boy, and magic, healing, and support. Yeah. I think that's a good combo. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know about y'all. So let's see what y'all gotta say.
Yeesh.
Now the candidates' speeches seem particularly identical. I did not trust those types with the country myself. If there's no one you can truly... Oh, is there no one who can truly rival Louise or Forden? We can. Wait, can I talk?
Let's rest.
Gallica? Our current inn is a bit of a dump, but let's try to make sure we still get plenty of rest. Brawlhaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, 'twas so delicious I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh, it still wiggle... no. No. Does that look about you don't find it appetizing? No, I don't. That thing shouldn't move.
My apologies.
A favor to ask of you, would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Oh, he's going, yeah, sure, sure. For defense, you understand, just in case otherwise while I'm sleeping, I'll be unprotected against... It's okay, I get you. I used to have that type of problem in my life as a kid. Against bugs, I want no contact with them whatsoever, wake or sleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'm grateful to have any spare blankets. Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, let's rest.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah.
The man sloshed again.
What scared you this time?
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face. Ah!
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Teleportation.
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
She is so small, I keep... Or, wait. Well, she's still small, comparatively.
I'm so terribly sorry.
We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins.
Ah, so you drink You drink because you're afraid of things, and you drink because it's a sob story?
It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk? Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes.
I'm not gonna have to kill her, am I? I mean... Wait. Why would they specifically be eating... Because children were the ones going missing, not people. So was she feeding children to a baby human? Or were they being sold off by evil man? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about you, lady. But I don't want to murder you. Let's just go with that.
To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend to. It seems unlikely. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
I still don't like your face. I know that's rude, but dang. I think you're familiar-ish. That's Loveless. I forgot what her name is. Catherine. The book series Uglies and Pretties right there. Trying to see if... Oh, he was by the dogs, wasn't he? Is he a contender? Two right here looks spaced out.
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that they would try to speed up the process. By they, I mean the church, because they want the power already.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship.
Her? Where?
Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
I like his armor. Are they referring to her? I don't remember her being her, but... Or are they talking about one of these girls?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church.
She was the curse person. And she's the chef. I don't know who you are.
Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
She's socially awkward, just like me.
And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Heck yeah, girl, do the disco.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Oh, you're related? They must be half-sisters then. Wait, how would that work? If you're half-sisters, that... I'm not very sure. Maybe adopted. I didn't think of that.
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
Did this dude bring a fish?
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Is that a turtle? So weird. Oh, a bird?
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
I mean, how well versed is your monster culture?
What drivel! Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
I'll be angry.
Now, on to the next!
Uh-oh. Another fish. A squid. Ah, of course.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly, the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
You want to serve that up on a dish?
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Oh, so that was the guy near the boats.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation.
What?
Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Did someone knock? What's up? Right now?
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay.
You chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Like you have that power.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
Ooh. So she did feed children?
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
Well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
Oh, don't kill her. Why?
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
I don't like that. I don't like you. I don't like y'all.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls.
No, it's how the cookie crumbles. Oh, wait, no, I don't like that.
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
You're really just a showsman, aren't you? 60. Oh, 49. After events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this truly leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
I mean, technically, y'all have the location of a human head. So technically, you have two heads if you want to, why am I fighting? Why?
Not bad, pups.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Right, we only right it or wrong. I feel like this feels more right to say.
No. We only read it wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
She came in.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
Is she in love with him or something?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Hard not to say no. I mean, he took the time to just say, hey, wow.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Yep.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Sure.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Girl, don't be flirting with me.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
I don't consider myself special, but hey, I'm doing things.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal. It might be a trap.
It's not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his pocket! That would be interesting if it's engraved on his body. Or maybe in his gauntlet runner? I feel like these two are more normal type of sayings. It's engraved on his body, so we must kill him to get the formula. The Krabby Patty formula. I guess I'll go with in his gauntlet runner.
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph! She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Bitch, I just got here. I'm just trying to do good.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
I do have to say, his portrait is really cool looking. He kind of gives off rock vibes with that eyebrow gang going on. Oh wait, why is she so sad? I just noticed this.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty.
Wait, pagans agree as they see fit. Footholds for our missionaries. What?
The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
Y'all better not kill her.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Yeah, that screams being a puppet. I'm not down for that.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Louis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Ooh.
Let's hurry.
This place should be on edge of town. I heard the ferrymen should know how to get there.
Oi there!
Well met, eh?
Wonderful.
All right then.
Is there any new task? Or... Well, let's check out
Let's
the
go.
recruitment center. I don't know if we would get any missions, but hey, why not look?
Welcome.
We're dealing with the cleanup right now. Contracts are on hold. Okay, so now.
All right then.
I was wrong. And I don't care. Where am I going? I feel like I ask myself that. Just in life. Where am I going? Y'all are going to laugh at me? How dare you? Oh.
You're not serious.
Now, how did I wind
Stop!
up here?
Hang on.
Yep. Boring little words.
Isn't that... Let's see.
500.
Yep.
Will my face ever be on there?
Now what am I to do? Now, how did I wind up here?
Well met, eh?
Aha!
You have to travel around, Brian, to say the word. Night Prowler. You must be the ones those brothers mentioned. Understood. Now, if you board behind me, please. Anglers in Square. Is this a rock? What? Interesting. Very festive. I thought I was auto-running. Ooh.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
This feels more Velvet Room than anything.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters? Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
You don't look any older than me.
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in, make some points for my own life.
Ooh, I like your voice.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Oh, God. Uh-oh.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I treat all tribes equally. I feel like if I say this... Wait, has his axe been changing? Has it? I don't think it was that color before. I might be being stupid. I don't know. I help anyone in need. I treat all tribes equally. I don't want to be king. I treat all tribes equally.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much. Ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm in love with Juan. I don't like Forden or his church. I admire Luis's power. I mean... Technically, we need his power. And his skill sets to retrieve a certain spell of uncursing someone. Right now, I don't really care much for the church. I think this makes sense to say.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Hell yeah.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies so fast.
So?
Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The Cordairs is stationed in the Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Great to see several folks around these parts, but I appreciate a few. I appreciate it. Where? Warship Harbor?
Hello there.
There's no place to visit after piss up, but alright. Mind yourself and climb aboard.
Incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge.
Hey!
Boy, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, would you?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the Cardrius, or you won't later. I don't know why I'm trying to put an accent into this voice. We won't be flying for good while anyone... Oh, we won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with sorry and all.
Huh.
Sorry? What's that? Hey, Bass, how about you don't go telling them everything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning, be on your best behavior. You try something clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not taste his patience, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off. Check this out.
Why does it look like I'm about to head into a dungeon? you know?
At last.
We have to seize the first foothold of our infiltration. Soon enough, Louise will be within our grasp.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what the interior must be like. What you guys
Understood.
say? It is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial. Let me do the smart
now?
thing and save, not load, save.
Got it.
And here we are. Going in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Louise's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out, but we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Look at all the soldiers here. It's making me nervous.
Oi! You're not serious.
Oh, I accidentally went backwards. Okay.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift gets you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic control locking mechanism?
Yeah?
It keeps suspicious element out, you know? Like the bastards pretend they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need to keep a key to get around.
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up in the ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place will prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves? Quit with your gossiping. Get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much.
Huh.
Now what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits. So that's all it took, huh? A little show at the expedition? Used to be you have to prove yourself before you can stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These pissants against me? Please. I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'd be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, X. Get your ass back at your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this so your tiny head's power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there, or are you gonna move? Come on.
here.
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just reception room, lass. He'd be draft to show you straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. You all stay safe. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here. Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask? What's your plan against Forden?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Oh, that's simple.
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it. Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic? The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
That's interesting.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
Ooh, she's a player.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big. And now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently, the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning the runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You would be in more danger than I mean, technically, if they're at the party, that means that they're surrounded by soldiers that could possibly kill them. Oh, lordy. We have to make it work.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself, yet Sergeant X, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder he might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable. Even to be near him, I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning. Great! More plot!
Got it?
To success of our infiltration depends entirely on the preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find the solution. Heck yeah, man. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. But do you like Jonah? Anyway, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the Prince Awakening may be nearer than we realize. We gotta make our preparations before the soiree.
Look at that.
Yeah. Sleep tight.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Starting today, we need to work on our infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. To what seem to make a formidable lineup, what shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone. Beat their key from them and push forward.
Even so,
if you mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through material prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation. It would wound their pride. Negotiation may still be on the table. We're not strong enough yet. Let's take precautions. This is a new challenge.
I'm a little worried.
This is a new challenge, unlike any we faced so far.
Yeah.
A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Infiltrating, short, decisive battles. Unlike previous operation, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You need to keep your battle short, defeating the officers within a certain number in turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then
maybe we can dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows, they might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
And then before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. How many days is it? What, the 13th? Right? 12?
Let's focus.
12. I was right! 20 days? We should be able to do that. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious. Storms. Inclement weather condition that may occur around Pearl Haven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Luis's runner. Wait. Meet with your allies. The interior is divided into 4 areas. The crew quarters, starboard quarter, the port quarter, and the bridge. You need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge. In the deepest part of the ship, don't forget you need to gain access to Luis's quarter by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Luis's gauntlet runner, huh?
Oi there!
So what am I doing? I don't really follow. Route must be secured so Luis's room can be accessed on the day of soiree. If I steal the cursed formula... I mean, I get that, but... Does that mean that I need... I don't... Oh. I need access...
Oi there!
to Luis's private chamber.
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of my children?
Huh?
Sorry, blood and children? Have I seen you before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the expedition. One that looked to be the same age as... They say you've been traveling across the country, helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as
Oh, what
well?
a pity.
During a training exercise, the city's guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them. But the shop stocks are exhausted, and I can't make it myself, as we require ingredients found only within a monster's infested forest. I'll get them. You do it truly. I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistle berry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit the place first and inform it.
If you can help.
One dragon thistle berry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I need 7. I know it will be difficult, but lives depend on it.
Let's give it a shot!
No deadline for Ring 4. Dragon blood sap? That sounds interesting. Oh boy, what's happening?
Whoa!
That must be the Gracia Forest. There should be places to park and run in between the trees. Cool.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Huh.
I wonder. Ooh. I can level up my friendship with Stroll, Heisme, Mary, Barden. I forget, huh? That's cool. Alonso's still a mystery to me. Why is there an exclamation mark? Oh. Her synopsis changed. The second defeat leaves her vague, seeing how her peers are forced into dangerous work. She gives them her bounty money. Is lost to her. She curses the world as an inescapable hell, overrun by grief. She calls an end to the partnership. Busies themselves with Marta rebuilding, sensing the very... Okay. Let me continue
All right, then.
to check if there's any... Oh, there is a quest.
Let's go!
Greetings.
Well, if it isn't my friend Azen, what a pleasure. But why the face? You're looking at me like I'm a stranger. But you visited Nightcrawler. I'm its founder. Even if it's our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off a little, man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want with us? Well, I'm hoping you could do some negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral on the loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a respected Ishgard noble, whereas I am but a humble Iris entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me. But he won't treat a high-profile heavy click, and of course you'll be compensated for your service. I got some unusual armor I think you might find quite useful. Ooh. I'll handle it. Listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, Bloodsport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ishka fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folk. Can't miss him, I'm sure.
Then.
I'll be waiting here. Just let me know when you've got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot!
The nobleman creator might be at the Colosseum. Chief's Tuic. So we're looking for our pompous Ishka, huh?
All right.
One who enjoys watching fights. You thinking what I'm thinking? A fight.
Let's not.
Okay.
All right then.
Sir, yes, there's one here.
Let's head there right away.
Young man. Say there.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all, my clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these full horns are hardly an ideal canvas for our outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? I'm a simple craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where these meddling horns can't withstand the interaction level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
It's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill, apparently, within the Forsaken Tower. There's a giant called Orgus, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to portray.
I'm in trouble now.
Why, I think the task can only be completed by someone who's demonstrated a great amount of valor at the expedition of the brave. If only someone like that was about him. I'll do it. Oh, can it be? Now I'll get a better look at you. It is. You're the young candidate everyone's talking about. Yes, of course. You could save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. You're going to give us a reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with immense payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the ogres within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of
Please?
town. If you want more details, the informant would be your best bet. There should be one at the Greatest Catch, you know, the tavern in the industry.
Let's give it a shot!
No deadline, and that's a 4.5. Ooh,
Gotta get prepared.
great.
Say there.
Oh, it didn't show it on the map?
All right then.
That's interesting. There's 2 quests here.
Let's go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Excuse me?
Please, mister. Make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where is this coming from? You're the candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please, let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
Oh, so that's why. But we aren't exactly... Well, we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like.
Yay!
Well, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers, like from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower you can get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten by humans. It's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Leave it to me. Oh, really nice, mister. Then will you bring me a flower?
If so...
You can become A's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king. Okay, easy. I'll be a supporter, promise. I'll just wait here till you got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th. So before then...
Alright.
If it's a flower from another city we need, I bet the church wouldn't have it. Why not start things from a church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
And there was another mission.
How grand. Yeah?
These bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be, is it?
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much. I've started seeing tooth monsters. Oh, you met Toothy? At this rate, I'm going to need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind, generous soul could help me. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring me. Tell me more. Fantastic. I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on you. I feel like I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you're the candidate at the expedition. That makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. So what's this item you're looking for? It's the pride of Indu? The toothbrush of Hygiena? I need you to buy one for me. Of course, I'll reward you. And you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait until August 9th any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
What? I'm buying a toothbrush? Where is this? A speciality of a window?
That's where you want to go.
Okay.
A village.
Yeah.
Just can't stand it.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
All right then.
I probably should have read that, but oh well. The recruitment center.
Let's go.
Welcome.
They should allocate more manpower into saying the monsters. Anyway, have a look at the contracts. Oh yeah. You're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. I can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking now. You've got a bit of pay raise. No need to thank me. I'm sure Bounty Hunt is calling your name too. Ooh. Only one? Really? I need to slay north of Browhaven, then foreman at the tavern. He looks familiar. I feel like I fought one of him before.
This is what I've got.
Contract is for Vadulch, the apparition, a monster who's taken up residence in a cemetery in Browhaven. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. And it's not just undead that are under his thrall. It seems that it's also compelled living beasts to serve as his bodyguard, so you need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it will be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at the expedition. Well then, we just have to prove you wrong, won't we? We can handle this, right? Leave it to us. Promising, if you really insist, it's yours. You'll find the target haunting an old cemetery called Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel,
Show me what you've got.
the Leech is said to be carrying an extremely rare chalice of legends. Bring it back as evidence you defeated it.
Let's do it.
No deadline, rank 4. And since my friendship is so high, nice.
Let's see here.
Tomb of Lament is here, pretty far north, isn't it? Oh wow.
And right there's a labyrinth.
A village. There's a runner.
That's interesting. Hey,
And
look,
right there.
Catherine.
Oh, I smell trouble.
I don't.
And
Go down.
right there's a labyrinth.
That's nice. So here,
This
and
place.
here. I wonder if doing it that way is a smart option. I pick up the toothbrush, go take out the bounty, go get the dragon thistle berries, and come back. And then I can focus on the mission. I don't know if... Well, I will be able to focus on the mission and friendship, which apparently I can
Got
do.
it.
Ingwer's Inn. Yeah, we should probably get to the informant.
All right then.
Let's go.
Oi!
Oh. Wonderful. Huh.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Fancy a bit of info?
Money makes the world go around, as the saying goes, as long as you got it. Bye. Crew quarters, Sergeant Exmouth.
Fancy a bit of info?
Among his subordinates, he's the officer in charge of... Naturally, he's a tough customer. This important-looking guy we saw the other day. What an acquaintance of yours. Then you might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength. Who holds strength is justice as his creed. I hear he wants a competitor at the Coliseum
Just
too.
between us.
He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Ooh. Well, I have fire magic, and I can shoot him up with poison. Since he is wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure Powerless and Stun will work well too. Louise values powers, and so while the little old battle axe might have some weakness, if Louise trusts him, you can bet he's strong as blazes.
Gotcha.
We'll have to find a way to inflict status elements, of course. It will certainly be dangerous to fight if we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared. Let's head back, make sure we're ready. Okay, got that.
Fancy a bit of info?
The old fart, maintenance tower chief Keva, he's in charge of the starboard quarter. Can't take a joke, so I never get along with him. He's as strong as you expect considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting.
Just between us.
That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either, from what I heard. To win, you need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him.
Let's see.
It's a pain. If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. And since he uses magic that repels physical attacks, we want to find a way to dispel that too. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Gleecom is in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around him. You want to watch out for it, or it will daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out.
Just between us.
All that blood rushes to his head, so he falls from being provoked real easily, though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in mind.
I guess so.
We need decoy then? You know, I think there is a skill that might be useful. I'm strong enough to fall, and our strategy will be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our combat skills before fighting him. Paper, I just heard, and I'll put it away so I'll check it later. How much information, oh lord. Read, I gotta read, oh boy.
Fancy a bit of info?
Helmsbank Kibo is stationed on the bridge. He's a fair bit supporter of Lady Joanne. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. Oh, I'm swooning here. I almost think she was a goddess.
Come on!
We're not praying for that. What's his fighting style? You're planning to spar with him? Well, he's the only one Louise granted the privilege of being a helmsman amongst all his minions, so you can bet he's a strong
Just between
one.
us.
Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in a storm once. And rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second in command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it?
Thanks!
Electric magic. Security. Oh lord.
Fancy a bit of info?
Sounds like you say. He's the Traderis guard chief. Got some business with him? He's not someone you have the opportunity to meet with often. His job to patrol the Cadrius on the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that.
Just between us.
I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances though. Maybe his reaction time's slow? With wearing that big helmet and all. And that's about it. Remember that off the off chance you had to find him against him.
I guess so.
Almighty magic, right? Sounds like it would be trouble. Arian.
Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after Dragon Thistleberry. Thistleberry. The Crocazados. That lords over the area loves him too, so be careful. Terrifying attacks. If it sees an opening, some might even kill you instantly. Oh, great! I recommend having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those wouldn't hurt.
Just between us.
Got it!
Okay. Weak to projectiles. Ghost.
Want in on this?
Attume and Lament. Oh, of course. I can tell you about it. The bounty's called Fatalich. People say it's a ghost. Not scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons two-headed beasts called chimeras.
Just between us.
It's not just fighting two enemies at once that's the problem. The chimeras are around. Vulture's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic, or so I heard from the bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with its own life. You better either prepare ways to protect against magic, or use the chimera's weakness, wind, to take it out quickly. Okay. As you expect, seeing it as a ghost is weak to light.
No kidding!
So light and wind. Okay. There are Gaboltiros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. That's about it. Watch your step unless you want your next step to be in the grave. Friend of the Forsaken Town. Fiend.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters.
Ooh.
The Forsaken Tower is here. It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
It's your call.
Really? I had to pay to get its location? Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called the Orcus.
Just between us.
Be careful when it stores up power. Its next attack will hurt, let's just say, so keep your defenses up. I've heard that you can remove its buff before its next attack. The rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You best make sure you can use some of that. Okay. There's a way to stop it from building up power. Okay. Ingredients of Oceania.
Cheers.
There are a lot of shops in Brauhaven dealing in rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's the butchery who sells marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. But the only specialty good you can get from the village nearby is really mellow milk. That's rare, depends on the person, I suppose. You cook, don't you? I respect that there's more to you than strength. That reminds me, the younger of the Magnus brothers, his cooking... I've said too much, forget it. Okay. Village Trading Port, Royal Haven.
Cheers.
Do you know a village called Iwindo? A little ways up north of here. It might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still shopping to do there. Then again, they sell mostly rubbish, like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe if you polish them up and find some rare treasures. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb, which is a bath salt, mellow milk, as well as toothbrushes. Their speciality. That's about all I can think of. Stop by if you're heading in that direction. Okay.
Hey, listen!
I'm just incredulous.
Hulkenberg, what are you doing here?
I'm just incredulous.
How long have I been recording? Almost 2 hours. That's wonderful. Should I
I'm
cut
just
it?
incredulous.
Oh, shush.
What now?
Should I... You know, let's...
All right then. Go. All right then.
Everyone is here.
Now then.
A village.
I think we have a favor to do there.
It's your call.
My midday. Can make it back by tonight. But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go.
Great. Let's move out.
Don't forget to stay alert till we get there.
What to pick?
Can I
All right then.
do any friendship during this time? It appears to be a no. Maybe I can do some cooking. Oh, pantry.
Oh.
Let's see, can I make anything new? No. Let's do the Connie stew.
Let's check.
Hey.
That's done. I can read a book. Bygone days. Through sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. The century describes Haismay and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Haismay loses sight of his son only to find he climbed a tall tree. Haismay is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down, just as his father would have. I see, being a parent brought him a lot of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. I feel my tolerance is improving.
All right.
That's sweet. There's still more left to read in this book. I've picked up from here next time.
It's coming our way!
A monster with the most particular color-changing eyes is clinging to the deck. Deal with it before it ruins all the hard work I put into this runner. We better get rid of it fast before Nereus puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. We cannot allow that beast to make its way to the runner, to the deck with haste.
Enough! Pipe down and let us through!
My cue, I think! Let's have a spot of inventor's ingenuity!
How was this?
Oh, power of kings!
Plundered magic. Let's do a sleep shot.
Yes!
In the name of justice, Swordmaster!
Let's do...
Ah!
Oh, dang.
What? More
Where'd they
enemies?
come from? Everyone, be careful!
You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
These are just small fry. If we play it cool, we'll cruise right through.
Face me!
Light, but let's do a sleep shot.
Fall! How's that?
I can't afford to hold back. I call upon royal power within! Take that! The end's in sight!
Let's stay calm.
Always
I won't hold back!
Let's burn.
Fire!
That's
start.
one for the
It's not
captain.
over yet.
Let's keep it going!
Lightning! There's no way I'm stopping here.
The village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brilhaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Just a moment.
What's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. The villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live on constant fear of monsters. What a shame. 'Tis my intention to cook something interesting if we came across unusual ingredients here. That's alright. I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey!
It's a bit small, but it looks like they have a small... They set up a stall here. Want to
That
talk to
reminds
them?
me.
Yeah, we're looking for a toothbrush. Of all things. Oh, that's right, they sell... milk. Buy one of those. And... I mean, why not? 5... Yeah. That sounds okay. Listen, what should I ask them? The village. As you can see, our village is quite poor. Only people with strange tastes would be interested in the kind of goods we sell here. Not to worry, I doubt you ever come across more eccentric crew than the likes of us. The tournament. Our village might regain some semblance of liveliness if the candidates would defeat the monsters for us. Have monsters shown up around here lately? Well, the way I see it, the village would be finished if monsters ever did show up. We're not many people left who can put up a decent fight. Small talk. Lately, I've heard it's not just the area surrounding the village that's in dire straits. Even the seas have been rough. I do hope that everyone who left to find work finds their way back safely.
Then...
Left town to make a living. Do you want to relay a message to them about coming back? There's no need. Besides, it's unlikely anyone would divulge the fact that they came from this village in the first place.
All right.
Let's continue our trip.
Now then.
Should be a good time.
Although in the wetlands, we should be able to stop the runner here. If we're camping, this is the spot for it.
It's your call.
We can make it there by tonight. We'll camp and then we can depart again. Shall we shove off then?
Let's
go.
be off.
Let's stay focused and rest while we can.
As the sky turns the same muddy color as the land below, the gauntlet runner arrives in a quiet land. However, confidence would be ill-advised. Listen carefully for footfalls in the mud and move at the break of dawn.
All right then.
She's doing some nightly stretches. Really? I can raise. That's my intelligence. I am lacking eloquence. That's what I'm lacking.
All right
in my
then.
Life. I think that's tolerance and that's courage. I could just finish off the book.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Oh, I haven't. I could also bathe.
All right then.
I just got the bath salts. I could be a clean boy.
Go.
Nice. Take a bath. Fleeting fountain of youth. Let's go with this one. It's a bath with hell's boiling bath bomb in it. It's so hot, my skin stings. I can't stop sweating through each and every one of my pores. As impurity is drawn from my body, so too does my heart. Its anxieties. Oh, wait, is this permanent?
Enemies afoot! They're on us!
They wake me from my nap.
Hitting us while we're asleep is dirty fighting!
Now's the time! Let's have a spot of inventor's ingenuity!
That's a two-headed beast.
Now accept your fate! Pierce!
A sword master! I'll crush you!
I'll shoot. Fire!
Oh.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back! Roar!
Are you kidding me? That didn't do a thing!
Okay.
crush you!
Reel and run, but my shots will fly true. Hidden art.
Strike true!
Fortifying.
That helped.
I'm obliged.
My thanks. I can't afford to. No holding back! The power of light!
You need
Nice
training.
dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Wizard!
No. To the rear guard. Better be sure. Forward! I'll show you the essence of truth. The next one's yours.
Observe the enemy. Magic Knight! I'll run you through! Still standing, I see.
Reel and run. Formidable indeed.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Swordmaster! What a give me your aid! Something else. I shall vanquish evil.
Perfect.
Take that!
Where'd they come
Is there
from?
no end to them?
Everyone, be careful!
Reel and face me.
Do another sleep.
Fall!
A critical hit!
I can't.
Hype's a real
Swordmaster!
ace!
I'll crush you!
I'll come forth, royal soul!
You hit their weakness!
Wizard!
That's your opening,
Lightning!
Captain!
Magic Knight! Oh, Mystic Fire!
Reel. I'll use what I must. Pierce. Apologies.
Now,
Would you finish it?
Swordmaster! I'll cut you down! Not done yet.
There they go!
Oh, I tried. Okay.
We've done it. Satisfactory.
Appreciated. See you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Sure, but once you're done recouping your energy, we need to get back to work. Just 19 days until
What do you want to do?
I mean, we have a whole plan of
What
doing
should
a
I
circle
do?
of the map. Are we moving?
All right then.
No, we're not.
Let's go!
Uh-oh. Okay.
Huh?
Ooh.
Okay, what's the plan?
Now then.
We could fulfill a request there.
Certainly seem to go hand in hand. We may be in quite a haul.
You seem interested, lad.
I'm not keen on robbing graves, but it does help fund our endeavors so long as we don't overdo it. The spirits will understand.
It's your call.
Let's go.
Great. Let's move out.
What to pick?
I want to raise my tolerance a bit more. As we look to read book. Though sparse and rejected, the word still meant to vividly depict an enduring qualities of a small child. He recalls a time when her son came to him in tears, upset that he couldn't sing a certain song well. They ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. The next morning, Heismay woke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the songs he's been trying to learn. A birthday song for his father.
All right.
finished the book, I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
All right.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Break time's turned. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at a spectacular waterfall northwest of Brylehaven, the Peregrine Falls. The water cascading down from the river between the canyons is among the kingdom's finest vistas, thanks in part to the monuments carved into rocky cliffs. Is the rumbling echo simply the water plummeting into the basin below? Or the roar of the Mage King?
Oh, that's interesting.
This?
Could this be? Yet again, it seems that we found ourselves within the most particular of sights. Something is just barely visible beyond the waterfall's veil. A statue, perhaps? It must be. They look like faces, but why would anyone go through all the trouble of carving something like that behind a waterfall?
Besides,
And aren't their expressions kind of scary? They look intimidating.
I don't know.
You can't look at them without feeling overwhelmed. It must be difficult to carve the rock in a place like this. Just whose face would that be anyway?
Mayhap.
So it's perhaps the likeness of one of the old hero kings. I believe a legend involving the Mage King is set within this region. I'd not question it if you told me this as well, as all created with the Mage King's magic. They say he mastered immensely powerful forces which he used to protect his people. I cannot help but think, what would drive someone to go to such great lengths to carve such a terrifying monument upon these stones? As a warning?
What's that about?
Maybe they wanted to warn us about something. You may be right. For all his power, the Mage King suffered great misfortunes throughout his final years. Perhaps this serves as a warning to those who would follow him. Power closes as many doors as it opens. Regardless of its intent with which you wield it, you may yet become feared and ostracized. It's kind of sad when you think about it. When you put it that way, it feels like a roar of the waterfall is meant to represent the Mage King's cries of anguish.
Yes.
If that's indeed true, then we may best honor those sentiments by etching this place within our memory. We may think on it more, but 'tis time to return to the runner. I feel like my wisdom has grown.
All right.
Hello.
While the particulars of the waterfall are for debate, their majesty is not. I made a nice little recording of this site. Do take it with you. Cool.
Their destination is the Tomb of Lament, found north of Oceania. Interred beneath the earth here lie the victims of a terrible epidemic. It is said the lamentations of the lost echo throughout, disfiguring the somber burial ground into a mass grave for criminals and the kinless. The vindictive spirits conjure restless monsters. And it is here that the Gauntlet Runner comes to an uneasy halt.
Now then.
Well, this is the tomb we've been looking for, is it not? What is our next course of action? We defeat the monster in the back and retrieve the Chalice of Legends. They say there's a ghost in there, but do you think that's really it? Think back to the Grand Cathedral with Zorba and his profane arts. We witness specters that could easily bear such a label. It is likely, if not certain, that people have simply mistaken the true nature of this monstrosity.
Well,
I can understand why people might wish the dead could return, but let's find this thing and put it into the
Also,
rumors. I heard of weapons of ancient treasure being buried in this place, but they probably off the main path.
My thanks.
We follow your lead. Well, I guess that means that just like I signaled something. Ooh.
So, hey.
I thought I sensed one of those relics in the areas he's looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? Ooh. Okay. Interesting, interesting. With that, I'm gonna end it here and then continue with infiltrating this place. I don't really know where this is going. I do feel that my main focus is probably doing all the side things, then the friendship, and then going for Louise's quarters and trying to find all those keys and whatnot. Hopefully by doing this little runaround in the map, I'll be able to level up, make sure my guys are just up and ready to fight the good fight. And with that, I hope to see y'all again. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And remember guys, I love you. Bye.